Hey guys, Juan here, and in this video, I'm going to go over how to outsource all of your marketing agency work so that you can focus on sales and bringing on new clients. The first tool that I really want to show you here is the DashClicks platform. Now, this is a complete white label digital marketing solution here. We just recently started using these guys. I know the owner, Chad, great individual, multi seven figure agency owner, and their whole outlook and strategies to help out up and coming agency owners and help them fulfill a lot of the different services such as SEO, Facebook ads, Google ads, and a plethora of other services as well. But these guys are fantastic because their cost here is very minimal, but what they do as far as the value they provide is just 10x because they provide a complete CRM dashboard, white label solution for you guys. So let me walk through the platform here, and I'll give you some examples inside the dashboard. So as you can see here, everything here is white labeled. You can add companies in here, and they have a complete fulfillment center there. So they do so much here as far as the different types of services, PPC, actual social media marketing with content posting. Let me kind of give you an overview of our particular dashboard here. Now, this is more of a demo here. We are utilizing them for a lot of our different services as well. And these guys are fantastic. Within 24 to 48 hours of us actually submitting an order there for one of the white label Facebook ads, we got immediately added to a Slack group, and with 10 different marketing experts. So it's just like you having an extension of your team available to you, right? 10 different people that are all working within your actual account, that are helping you, that are putting together the ads, and you essentially are there to kind of look over the shoulder, give your input, but you're having these experts, right? Chad and these guys that developed this whole platform, they've been running an agency for, I think, over 7 years, doing multiple seven figures. So these guys know what they're doing. They're experts. It's just a fantastic type of setup because you're no longer essentially running solo. If you are, you can tell business owners, hey, we have a team that handles all of our fulfillments and everything. So the whole thing about that is being able to really position yourself as the expert and that you have a full team behind you. Because with sales and business, really, it's kind of like you're putting on a show, to make yourself seem larger than you really are, kind of this persona, because you could be working in your mom's basement, doing your marketing agency. But when you have the power and the tools of DashClicks on your team, it's just like you're running a multi seven figure agency because you have that manpower behind you, right? And you have those experts, that expertise. So let me walk you through here this awesome dashboard. I mean, they have so many tools in here for you. So let's go to the agency tools here, and I want to walk you through here. So this one here is especially great for if you're just starting out. So what these guys are able to do is hook you up with your own website. Now, we don't have a website that we've developed, even though we would if we were just focusing in on like Facebook and like PPC or Google. But the reason why we don't is because we actually provide LinkedIn services as well. And I'll just give you a quick look at our agency site. So we provide Facebook, SEO, and LinkedIn. And, just quick little overview here of our website. And, our website, I believe, is fantastic. Looks great. But so it wouldn't make sense for us to have this particular website because in this dashboard here, we're only really using for Facebook, Google, AdWords, right? And SEO. So it doesn't make sense for us. But for you, if you're just doing maybe Facebook, SEO, Google, they provide a awesome looking site Okay, so let's even look at this here, how it would look like. Okay, so because I have the logo up there, so this is essentially how your site would look like. You could buy it from them directly. They'll set it up for you. And it's kind of like Wix where it's drag and drop. So super, super simple. But I mean, this site is completely professional. It looks awesome, looks great. You can show clients and prospects here. The dashboard, this is how it's going to look. And we'll walk through that here in a bit. But I mean, it's just an awesome, awesome setup here. I think it's like $300 for the site, and it just looks completely professional. If you're looking for a site and you're looking for something that you want up and running pretty quickly, that looks professional, that really showcases the platform, the CRM, the dashboard, I'd highly, highly recommend you pick up a site from DashClicks here. But let's go back over here and let's go to the companies. I want to walk you through all of these different areas because this is such a great platform here. If you're a marketing agency and you're not taking advantage of working with these guys as kind of your back-end support, your fulfillment team, then you're missing the boat and doing a lot more work than you need to be doing. So in here, this is where you actually put in all the different companies that you're going to be working with. Let's say you sign a new client, you want to add in a different service. So basically, when you go to add new, it's going to have you put in a service. So go over here, add new. So you get a service and you purchase it, and then you're able to add a particular client. But now that we're here at the store, let me show you all the different services they have and the cost for you as far as the wholesale and then the retail kind of recommended. So let's go to the very top. I want to go to Facebook and Instagram ads. So if we're going to be running Facebook ads, they're going to charge you $4.99 a month plus a $350 setup fee. But then after that, it's only $4.99 per month. So $500 a month, right? Which is super, super low. And then you get a charge. I mean, it says here $9.98. I mean, this is quite low, honestly. I would charge 2 to 3 times that. It's just because it's so low that you get to make so much profit on it because, these guys are just, they have a machine. It's like a factory, right? You put in an order, they move it from step 1, step 2, step 3, right? It gets set up with the team. You add it to Slack, fulfillment team handles it, onboarding happens, and then boom, execution. And typically they can get you up and running in about 1 to 2 weeks. For Facebook ads, from what Chad said, they're saying that their onboarding is typically within 3 days. So if you can get the onboarding information back to them within 24 to 48 hours, they can get you up and running within 3 days. I mean, they have just nailed it. They've seen that a lot of different people really are running Facebook ads now where there's so many other services to provide, but Facebook ads obviously seem to be the most popular. But I think Chad has a team of like 30 or 40 people at his location in Florida. So, I mean, you guys are getting so much support and help here. It's just insane. So let's look at View More here. So basically, this is kind of the register, like I guess what they're requesting or kind of saying as far as like, hey, this is what you could sell it for. But honestly, you could easily sell this for $2,000, $3,000, depending on kind of who the client is, because $4.99 is nothing, right? To fulfill. You can easily make 2 to 3 times that. Now, this is an important factor here. This is only for ad spend between $0 and $3,000. So anything more than $3,000, you're going to have to contact them and see kind of what that would look like as far as the pricing. And I'm sure they have different plans here, and we'll go over those here in a second. So basically, what this all entails is campaign strategy, research, competitor research, pixel setup. So they do everything. They have multiple ads, multiple split tests. And you guys, I mean, these guys are not newbies. These guys are not just like, I just learned Facebook ads the other week or a couple months ago or this year. Chad has been running his agency for 7+ years. Okay, they know what they're doing. They run a multi 7-figure agency. They have it set up so well now, just like a factory, that they're able to get you up and running within 3 days from the Facebook ads. From what he last mentioned, other services they can take 1 to 2 weeks, but they have it down to a science, right? It's super quick. They'll get you up and running. These guys are professionals. So, and then here we have on the monthly, there's a campaign audit, there's an enhanced strategy. You get automatically added to a Slack group of like 10 different marketers from the team. So it's just like you have, marketing fulfillment team available to you through Slack at any given time, where you can strategize, ask questions, go in there and take a look under the hood, look at the campaigns, and get that kind of experience with them and learn with them, right? Maybe you have some clients and you are pretty good at Facebook ads, but you know that you could do better, you can improve, and you want to kind of get somebody else to do the ads for you so you can look over the shoulder and learn from the pros and, be able to have the fulfillment side taken care of. This is great for that. So every single month they'll do this. They have also, from what Chad was saying, which is awesome, they have a particular algorithm within their platform that connects with Facebook that does automatic bid placement. So when they see that an ad is performing well, they'll automatically up the bid and continue to scale that up. And when they see that ads are not working very well and kind of outliers, they'll automatically turn that off. And there's a lot of tools that will do that for you out there in the marketplace, but these guys have it built into their algorithm, to their platform. So it's very intelligent. A lot of it's automated. And so, you're getting so much value here with these guys. It's just insane. So performance-based bid pacing, right? This is kind of what I was mentioning. The algorithm automatically detects whether an ad is working well, and if it is, they'll automatically up the bid. Split testing. So there's just so much here that is available, and we can look at here the comparative plans. Now, this is all based off of the different ad spend typically. So we can see here for bigger campaigns, 3,000 to 5,000 and up and above. And even this one here, this is dirt cheap, right? Because you should be selling these services, Facebook ads, for 2 to 3 times that. And, a lot of times when you come in and you're like underselling yourself, right? Selling yourself short, is because you lack the confidence in yourself and in your ability to take care of business and get things done. It's a direct reflection of you and how you feel about your services, right? You shouldn't be selling, and I know the 997s, this is still quite low. You shouldn't be selling the Facebook ads for anything under 1,000 a month, okay, with the small setup fee, because at the lowest point, you're making $500 a month profit, right, through the campaign, because you're getting your ads taken care of through Dash Clicks. They're doing everything for you, and then have a complete dashboard, white label dashboard for your client to use as a CRM, right? So it's just, it's just fantastic here. So here you can see all the different pricing, and typically based on the ad spend, because there's more work that needs to be done. You can see down here. So now we can look at the resources and frequently asked questions. Excuse me there. So how long does the campaign take to build out? They're talking about 1 to 2 weeks. This is kind of the average that he has mentioned there, Chad there. But from what he mentioned the other day in one of the videos, is that for the Facebook ads specifically, they're able to get you guys up and running within a few days. So the way that it works is essentially you pay both the setup fee and the month one service fee together, okay? And then they'll build it out for, let's say it takes a week to build out, okay? So let's say it's Monday. You buy the Facebook ads, right? And then the setup fee, you pay, I think it's like 800, what is it? 850. Okay. You pay 850 on Monday. The next Monday, if everything's up and running and ready to go, from that next Monday, 30 days is when they're going to bill you the next, right? Because they want to give you a full 30 days of service, for what you're paying for. So that's fantastic. So how do the campaign, as far as how do the clients get their leads? Typically through email, and then, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so a funnel is not included on this, but we'll walk over that here in a second. Call tracking is a completely different service, which I highly recommend you guys do as well. So how do I provide access to my client's ad account? Process is simple. They have a complete onboarding information here, which I'll show you, which is fantastic. When they have access to ad accounts, of course, this is how I was mentioning that you get to look over their shoulder and be able to go in there and kind of look at what they're doing and learn from these pros, because these guys have been at it for a good while. What is intelligent budget and bid pacing? I think this is kind of what I was talking about here. Our system will take the first couple of weeks to start gathering data, right? And then based on that data, they'll up the bid or load the bid depending on what's working and what's kind of, actually, taking off, right? So the cool thing about it is your client's going to get their own login and password, right? Their own login information to be able to log into the dashboard. And they're only going to be able to see certain things, but really it's more just for reporting for them to come in here and log in and see the metrics, the KPIs, the leads, and to keep track of everything. And everything is completely white labeled. And so it's just fantastic. So let me show you here how these onboarding docs look. I mean, they look fantastic. Look at this. It's just, and then they have a white label solution now. They just kind of laid out the other day, where you literally, as soon as you sign a client and you go in and you make a purchase for, let's say, Facebook ads, they have the ability for you to answer a couple questions and actually send this directly to your client via email from your email, completely white labeled. And so it just looks super professional, looks awesome, looks great. But here you can see this onboarding information here. Super simple. As you can see, they have it pretty straightforward. We're looking for the business page, the ad account information, monthly ad budget, who's a target market, right? This is for your client to fill out. If you want to fill this out on your own, you can do that as well. But it's just, it's great to have this so that you can get this up and running pretty quickly. So another thing that is awesome that, not really anybody else is going to provide you with is case studies. So free case studies that you can use with clients. A prospect you're talking to is saying, hey, well, John, do you have any case studies you can show me? You know what? Absolutely. I can show you these case studies that our team has put together, because remember, DashClicks now is an extension of your team, right? And you're not lying to your prospects, because this is the kind of work that your team is able to put out, right? So you can use these case studies and let them know, hey, listen, we have a complete process here. Here's the 5 different steps that we go through when we build it out. Here's a client that we work with. What client is this? I think they're in the moving space. It basically showcases the problem, the solution, and it's very, very professional looking. I mean, you send this to a prospect, to a client, right? I mean, they're going to be like, wow, yeah, this is really nice. And they have it nicely laid out. So there's no more questions, right? Even when you, let's say you're on the phone with them and you're about to close them, and they're like, yeah, send me over the terms of service, and, but also if you can send me a case study from some of your clients, that definitely would help out with my decision, right? Boom, include this in your terms of service in the email. Hey, I wanted to provide you a case study here. Take a look at that. Hey, let me know if you have any questions. I'm looking forward to getting started with your campaign, right? So this is fantastic here. Okay, so this is for a local medical spa, right? Because at the end of the day, right, all these prospects want to know and see is that you know what you're doing. You've been able to generate results, right? So this is fantastic here, right? These are great, great results, okay? So as I mentioned, this is white label. You can put your logo in here. You can, update this PDF form and maybe add your logo or whatever. But even just this, how it is, I mean, you really don't need much more, right? So it's just a great, great setup here. So let's go now to, well, actually, let's go back to Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, these are just kind of the different, I guess, campaigns here based off of typically the ad spend, okay, as you can see. So now let's go to funnel building. So this is a separate service. Now, if you are coming in here and you're like, okay, I want to do Facebook ads, maybe we can just use the lead form, or maybe you have your own funnel. Okay, you don't need that. But the cool thing about this is that these guys will build you a funnel. It's a $4.99 one-time fee, okay? But they'll also include a two-step, it's a two-step funnel, okay? Typically, you have your landing page and then your thank you page, right? And then they're also going to have two auto email sequences. So that kind of lead nurturing email sequence is going to be great as well. So 2-page funnel, 2 email automation message, and then 1 SMS automation. So this is great. So this is great for building this up to be able to create an email list, email notification. So it helps your client really keep track of those leads that come in and make sure that they're either showing up for their service or taking action on whatever offer that you're providing. So there's 2 different options here. There's a 2-page and a 4-page. Obviously, the difference here is the cost, and it's double the steps. A little bit more sophisticated here. So let's go to the resources. Frequently asked questions. Turnaround time 1 to 2 weeks. Same thing. You do not need a ClickFunnels account, but I highly recommend it anyways. If you're going to be building any funnels, I mean, it's an awesome tool. So they will actually set up everything for you there in their own actual ClickFunnels. So you don't need that. Now, email automation, they take care of all that. SMS automation. So everything is handled by them. So yes, you can add your own Zapier automation, okay? But they typically do their own automation. Now, they don't have any chatbots right now, but they're looking to add those as well. So now let's say that we want to sell SEO, which is one of the best services to sell for local businesses, or really just businesses in general, because it's reoccurring revenue each month. A typical campaign won't take, no less than 6 months typically. And so you're getting paid month after month after month. And you set the right expectations with your client and say, hey, listen, John Smith owner, or whoever it is, this SEO campaign is going to take 6 months. And I just want to be upfront with you and let you know that this is how long it's going to take. SEO is a bit more for established, active and healthy businesses that want to get to that next level. And it's a very patient but powerful form of marketing. So you set the right expectations. This is also quite low to sell for. I would sell this for easily $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 a month. And then it's also depending on how many keywords your prospect wants to go after, right? Your client. And then you can add those here as well. So let's look at even this one here, so we can kind of see what they do and how they go about it. So this one here is 20 keywords that we're going to be targeting. Okay. What they do is they add 2 500 articles per month, and they do the directory listings. Now these are great here because these help with the actual maps, the Google Maps. So anytime you see businesses, you're typing in like local, like a local business, like a dentist or home improvement or home remodel, whatever that may be, you're going to be able to see maps, right? Typically 3 businesses are in the maps. And a lot of times they're there because they have good citations. They have really accurate information. The citations are typically NAP, name, address, and phone number. And when you have those be all the same throughout all your different listings and citations, then that helps out Google deem you as kind of a authoritative and kind of real business. And so they push you up in the maps. All right. So what they do here with the whole setup and then the monthly type of setup as well. So listings, they do the analytics setup, the research, the competitor research, audit. I mean, they take care of everything. Like I was mentioning, the NAP, name, address, and phone number optimization, really, really important here. All the technical stuff as well. And each month they do audits, backlink audit and disavow. So, I mean, they take care of everything for you. And your client is going to be able to log into their dashboard here and see the results every single day. They'll be able to see their different keywords, how much they moved up. So it's just a great way to be able to track progress. So let's go to resource and frequently asked questions here. How long does it take? Every campaign is different. When I first started my agency, I used to sell just SEO, so I'm quite familiar. It takes, several months, 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, depending on the competition. But I wouldn't do anything less than 6 months. And the great thing about it is that, let's say you go after a certain set of keywords for 6 months, right? You get them on the first page, great, everybody's happy. Then it's super easy for you to say, hey, Mr. Business Owner, we actually got you on the first page for these keywords over here. Hey, we have these additional keywords which are also, have high intent and could be quite profitable for your business. Why don't we go ahead and start another campaign targeting these, right? So it's very, very easy to upsell to a different set of keywords. How do I know which campaign? So you basically look at how many pages, how many keywords you want to go for, and select the right campaign. If you have any questions, these guys over here will help you figure out, hey, what is the best type of campaign for your client. So there's no setup here for the actual SEO. Everything's pretty straightforward. The listings here, so their listings are only for the USA, which is, it's all right, but I guess they're looking, from what I understand, to also do Canada. So what kind of content do you write? So it's pretty much SEO based content with keywords and providing a little bit of value. Yes, they will post articles on the websites. As I was mentioning, the map listing, they will go ahead and optimize that, set that up. Here we go with the reports. The client's always going to be able to log into the dashboard and look at the keywords that are ranking. These are real-time white label notifications. So this is fantastic here. Let's look at even the onboarding docs here. Okay, so this is how it's going to look for you and your client. Again, they have the ability for you to completely white label this, add your own logo, and send your client an email for them to fill this out. So it looks super professional here. So here we're looking at the hosting, the search console. This is essentially when you go, and it's essentially when you're uploading, you upload your site to Google so that you can look at the health of your domain to see if anybody's maybe sending you negative backlinks, to really look at the health really of your particular domain, because some domains are more powerful than others, and we get to see how Google is seeing your domain, if there's any errors with your domain. So the search console, is very, very important. And they'll be able to help you out if you don't know how to set that up. So lead preferences, target demographics. So, it's so much information here. It's awesome. And then let's see a case study here. Again, these guys are providing you case studies that you can use right away for your prospects. This is such a great setup here. I wish I had something like this when I first started my agency, because I would be just on top of the moon, because these guys handle everything for you. So problem solution, I love the framework, right? It's a problem solution type of framework. They show, hey, this is an example of a client of ours. This is what we did. Okay, boom, 33 keywords ranked on page 1, on the first page, on the number 1 placement for the maps. So yeah, I mean, this is just an awesome, awesome setup here. Again, there's no logos in here, right? They're not putting anybody's logo. You can put yours in here very, very easily. Okay, so Google Bing ads. I don't really do Bing ads. Google is really where I would focus on. Now, Google here, this is really the same, I guess we could say, for the Facebook ad setup because the pricing is going to be the same. It's just a different platform. With Google AdWords, people are actively searching for the actual product or service. So if you think about it, with Facebook, it's more of kind of uh, the user that we're looking to get them involved and connected with the ad, right? Maybe with the hook, with an offer, irresistible offer that we're getting them to take action on. And with Google, it's all search based, right? Search based intent where people are looking for a plumber, a dentist, a locksmith, whatever that may be. They know what they want and they're searching for it. So this is a great way to also get your client results. So this is essentially the same kind of setup as the Facebook ads, right? They do a lot of the different campaign optimization, tracking, performance-based bid management. Let's look at the plans. Again, these are pretty much the same as the Facebook ads. Let's look at the onboarding information here. So it is a bit different, right? So we get some information here. Boom. Again, this would be completely white labeled for you guys. Let's go to a case study here. Google Ads, beautiful, right? So you as the marketing consultant that you are, right, have the ability to talk to your prospect and be able to recommend the right type of service that makes the most sense for their business, right? You got to look at their businesses. Are people actively looking on Google for their services? So if you think about it, let's just think about a dentist, right? So a dentist could work equally as well on Facebook or Google Ads, but they could probably get a lot more, what would we call it? A lot more higher quality leads coming in through AdWords because of the fact that people are actively searching for this and they know they have a need, they know what they want. So let's say somebody's searching for, like, let's say on Google, implants, dental implants in Seattle or whatever. They know that they need an implant. They know that they're actively looking for it. So if your doctor has, or your dentist there has, like a $997 or $999 dental implant offer, when they click on the landing page from the Google ad, 9 times out of 10, they're going to submit their information. They're going to get a call, and it's going to be quite easy for them to come in because they know that they need that, they want that, and it's going to be a good setup. So, it's really about you being that marketing consultant and being able to recommend what the best possible service is for that particular business, and ask them what have they tried, right? What are they currently doing, and if what kind of results they have been achieving. Because oftentimes they maybe tried ads or they tried this and that, but they didn't get the results that they were expecting, and so now they have a negative connotation with it, and they think that it doesn't work. When it wasn't that it doesn't work, it was that maybe the person that they had running the ads didn't know what they were doing. Okay, so let's go back over here. Okay, social media posting. So this is the real SMMA or whatever, SMMM, whatever it may be. But because social media marketing is really just posting. Okay, I know it's kind of one of those things where it's like, social media marketing, it's really just posting. But when you think about it, digital marketing is kind of the umbrella term, because digital marketing, there's so many things that are under that, and posting is just a small little area, right? And this is for like brand development, right? Branding. You're not really going to get any clients from this or any business. It's just this is good because for like even a dentist, right? Because it shows that they're active and healthy on their social, right? And that they are a real business, and that they want to stay on the cutting edge of digital marketing. So you think about it, 200 bucks a month, you can sell this easily for 500 bucks a month, and be able to make a few $100s there. So just pretty much they post, what is it, 3 posts per week, 3 social media channels. So it could be maybe their Instagram, Facebook, and I don't know, maybe not really Twitter. Twitter isn't that active right now. Well, not for like local businesses, but another one, right? So let's look at the comparative plans here. It's just the number of posts. Let's look at the onboarding information here. I'm sure it's pretty straightforward. You just give the credentials. Okay, yeah, LinkedIn may be a good one. There you go. Pinterest, if it's kind of more of a female-based product, you can actually, like a dentist would be good for Pinterest there. Pinterest is more, I think it's like 60 or 70% females. So that would be a good setup for that. Let's look at, okay, so you can go and look at these here. I mean, these are pretty straightforward. It's just, a few posts a week from 3 different channels. Okay, listing manager. This is for if we want to get on the Google Maps. This is the citations that get us the ability to get up on the maps. And oftentimes the maps are more profitable than actually the SEO ranking, because as far as the organics, because you have the maps right at the very top, and then you have the organic search. So typically when people are looking for like a locksmith or a plumber, they're going to go to the first few searches, and typically they're going to be in the maps. Okay, content marketing. This is just where they're actually writing articles and placing them on your blog for SEO purposes. Here's the different packages. Let's go to view more here. Do they have any resources? It's just the onboarding information. Okay. Content creation. This is pretty much the same thing. It's just looking at specific type of articles that you can place on your site. The 1,000 words is typically what I like to see, because it's what Google likes. Google likes to see long, very educational content. And then call tracking. This is awesome as well. Call tracking, they allow you to be able to record all the calls and be able to listen to them here through the dashboard. It just really helps you out for making sure and tracking the quality of the leads that you're sending to your client, but also for your client to be able to make sure that they are, following up with the leads. And it could be used as a training tool for their particular sales reps and team as well. So let's go down here to the agency tools. As I mentioned, this was for the website. I definitely would recommend, if you guys don't have a website, to go with one of these, and especially if you're going to be doing any of your services here through DashClicks, which I highly recommend these guys for your outsourcing. So let me go back here. Let's go to University. So one of the things that these guys also do, Chad specifically, is he provides live weekly training. So there's a University here, and where you can come in and look at different episodes of training for how to grow your agency. This is Chad here. Like I said, multiple 7-figure agency. This guy knows what he's doing. It's just, you can come in here, get a better understanding of DashClicks, and then complete training here, step-by-step training. I think these are like an hour each. So that one's 18, 37, 13, 22. Here's an hour. So he goes over how to maintain your client retention strategies. And I would recommend that when you're doing servicing for your clients and you're selling them, never ever sell clients for 1 month, because it takes like 1 month to be able to gather the data and get enough information so that you can then kill off ads that are not winning and keep ads that are winning and scale those out, right? It's just like fine wine, right? Fine wine gets better with age. as we collect more data, as we gather more information, we're able to really develop and build an automated lead generation system for your business, Mr. Customer. Okay, so I would recommend at least 3 months, and maybe have like packages, but have it be the same, but just be the difference as far as the length and the price. So 3, 6, and 12 months, and have everything be the same. The only difference is the price and the length. So he walks you through how to scale your agency, how to get referrals, how to walk into businesses, how to have a call center set up where you can have actually people calling, have a call center pre-qualify the leads for you so you can get on the call and actually close the deals, how to do cold calling, and all these different episodes in here of just pure value. And each week they typically release a new episode of just value dropping bombs. It's just a great setup here. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, we got the case studies. We got the onboarding information. Now let me show you here how these guys, how this is going to look for your clients. So let's say let's go to Facebook. Well, let's go to Google Ads here. So this is essentially how it's going to look for your clients. This is a demo here. When they log in, let's say we're doing Google Ads, they're going to be able to see all the top level KPIs, total cost and ad spend, conversions, which is typically the leads, cost per conversion, cost per lead, all the different metrics in here. And you can see an overview of the Google search for the ads, and then Google Shopping, which is a different kind of network, but it's all interrelated and all connected here so that your client can have full visibility at any given time, right? Have their own login information here. So now let's look at Facebook ads. Oh, let's click on this. So this is how it's going to look for Facebook ads. I'm going to be able to see the leads, cost per action, cost per lead, how much is being spent. And then here you'll be able to look at the actual campaigns. These are demo. So for this one here, there's a Botox crazy deal. You see how many leads have come in through that particular campaign, that offer, right? Look at that. The metrics here, same thing here. So your client has just full visibility, right, behind the scenes as to what's going on here, where the leads coming from. And so let me even show you here the CRM. So let's go to leads. So this is all demo data here, but this is such a great setup here. So there's a piece of code that we typically installed on the client site so that we can track all leads coming in. And so we're able to track where all those leads are coming in. This is how it's going to look: lead information, email, campaign. And then when we go down here, and let's say we track this particular lead that came in through a phone call. Once we get the call tracking software, we can see all of this information here: the caller number, the name, and then the actual tracking number that we provide. Because what ends up happening is you get a tracking number through DashClicks. They'll set that up, and then it'll record the calls, and then once somebody calls, it's going to get automatically forwarded to your client, and it's going to say this is a lead or a call from, for Facebook ads or whatever. You can have whatever the whisper message that you want. And so if they want to listen to the call, just click on here. I don't know if you can hear that, but you can listen to the call right there and then. It's just a fantastic setup here. And this is for if they just have like a lead that comes in through an email. You can look at all the information, the name, phone number, email. I want a new sync, but I don't want to do it myself. What options I have. So it's all this information here for your client. They can put in lead notes in here. Let's say follow it up with client, with lead, whatever. I don't think it's going to save because this is a demo. Okay, yeah. But anyways, this is so great here for your client. I mean, they have all this visibility here. And then we can look at leads over time, how many leads have come in through on a daily basis, right? So it's just so much great information here for your client, customers, if they want to, come in here and change and look at all the different client journey. So let's say they want to look at the client journey, like from them actually becoming a customer for your client, right? So the call came in, they submitted a form, and then there was a phone call, and all that led to a close. So they get to track all the different steps, right? And so let's go back over here and look at I want to show you the SEO. Okay, so this is how it would look like for your client as well for the SEO keyword rankings. They can see the keywords, they can see the page ranking, and then the difference here. I believe this updates monthly or weekly. I don't remember. I think it's I think it is monthly, but they're gonna be able to see the change here. And again, it's just full visibility for your client to make sure. Yep, it's on a monthly basis. It's just so much value here for your client, right? When you tell them, hey, we have our own custom CRM, our own custom dashboard, you're gonna get access to be able to have full visibility, full transparency as to where your campaign is and making sure that we're staying ROI profitable. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it here. We can look at the analytics here. This is for like Google Analytics as well. This is great for them to come in and look at all the different traffic that's coming in, and then look at where the traffic is coming in from desktop, mobile, tablet. So it's just an all-in-one tool here for your client. So I think this is really it here. I mean, this is such a great tool here. I definitely recommend that you guys start utilizing these guys because they're going to blow you away. I mean, as soon as you purchase a service, a particular package and buy something from the store, you're going to get added to a custom Slack group with you and like 10 other individuals on the fulfillment team that are going to be there to help you and answer any questions. And so they're serving as an extension of your team. So guys, I really, really recommend that you sign up with these guys. I'm going to put in a link at the bottom of the video here. And then click on that link, sign up for a free account. It's completely free. And then these guys are going to be able to take care of you. So that's it for this video here.